Not my fault. You're playing a low-skilled killer. I was like, I played Trapper, my guy. What the fuck do you mean low-skilled killer? He's probably the highest skilled killer I know besides like Doctor.
To liquefy.
What?
Must remember not to sneeze near you.
The guy really takes a lot of skill to put down traps. I was like, effectively. Basically, man, it takes a whole lot of skill to hold M1.
Oh, you look better than my anatomy chart.
He got really like assaulted. He died. I was like, I don't know how you let me kill you. Like, you played like trash the whole game. I'm like, yes, I did. I will agree with you on that. You still died.
I hope you won't yell at me the moment I wake you up.
Like, all I had out was brutal strength, no add-ons. I literally just want them to die.
Commonly described as odious and boring.
At the very end of the game, I put a trap down next to a guy who was trapped next to the door. Well, next to the door. I just put a trap down like next to him in the grass, like literally right next to him. Watches a Fang run up to me. Basic attacks her. She like 360s, runs into the trap. I down her.
You're going to be very
like other two people were injured. They ran at me. I downed both of them. I was like, what the fuck just happened? How did I turn this around into a win?
Jeez.
That one trap just caused a fucking domino effect of death for them.
Finally, evidence of intelligent life in Halcyon.
I have another traps like trapped like 2 or 3 survivors in the bear trap. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do that later. So I just finished off all the killer ones that didn't involve me having to play trapper, and then just started doing. Like, I didn't get to all the killer ones, but I was like, I'll just do survivor ones. Like, almost cut my killer ones in survivor challenges. Like, there's this survivor challenge. Disrupt 25 crows. Just ran around the map, just running in a circle, setting up all the crows.
I'm trying to decide on an attribute like setup, but I call they're different, right? So if you do max out intelligence, you can get a bonus of plus 35% critical damage. If you max out perception, which you can, max out both, it's plus 35% bonus to extra headshot and weak spot damage. So it's basically the same as critical damage. So it's just you just double down. Does it just make all crits and headshots? It's basically insta kill the world. Yeah, that sounds like that would be very effective, but
Finally, someone I can have a conversation with.
I kind of want to be an asshole and just also do melee stuff, but no. If I do strength, that does affect intimidate, so that would also be high T. Plus I could do a melee boy and just, just fuck shit up.
I was gonna suggest they just run around just punching everything to death.
Yeah. So if I do strength,
just make your intelligence or like your speech or whatever it is really low, so you just say retard. Just punch as hard. So you're basically a no scope.
I'll be the brains for both of us.
From Demon Slayer, you're just a hard-hitting retard. With like no character development whatsoever.
Yeah. We could try that. Yeah, I like the thing. It's like penalty. Words are hard. Thinking no good. Dumb dialogue options unlocked.
I got them all trying to get into an argument with me, by the way, yesterday because I was just shit-talking Inosuke the entire time. Like, I told him the reason why I don't like him, because he's a shit character, poorly written, generic as fuck, a retard, no character development, not even slightly as strong as anybody else in the show. He's like, I still don't see the reason why I don't like Inosuke. I gave you, like, several reasons. Like, several. I don't know what you want from me. Why are you so salty about me not liking the character? All I said was I didn't like him, and listed the reasons why I don't like him. He's just like, why don't you like Inosuke, huh? It's like,
you've run into your share of lampposts.
I just told you, he's trash. He's a bad character. He's trash. He's poorly written.
You tend to miss obvious cues, like incoming wars.
Like, all the characters in Demon Slayer, like,
oh dear,
they're okay, I guess, by like shonen standards for like a character that's been written. Like, they're pretty passable.
You never did get used to the ship's gravity.
The only characters that are well written are like the villains. All the demons. They're actually like really well written for some fucking reason. I was like, why though? What about all the main characters? Nah, they're semi-generic, you know. They're likable, but these demons though. I was like, okay, I guess.
So now I'm torn. So I'm gonna do low intelligence, max out strength. I still have 4 points that I can put into stuff, right? So with the strength one being maxed out, that adds to the intimidate. One more treat, which is the personality charm, that adds also more intimidate. But instead I could do temperament, which adds more melee damage. Or adds more point to melee and stuff. So, and health regen, which would be helpful for on a melee run, So I don't know.
Well, do you want to actually do that, or you want to meme? Because you can just do the Humperdew build, which is you're just a fucking idiot who just punches hard, but for some reason everybody just can't help but love you. You're just a national treasure to the world.
If I had this one's charisma, people might actually talk to me.
We'll do that. Just add a little, that last point. I could take out a... I would not do that. Perception. If I could add another point for more health regen, if I take down perception, a point, but that would make me lose all headshot or actually just extra damage from headshot to weak spots. So it would just be flat damage all around for slight regen. But I'm does melee even crit? I feel like it would. So I guess I'll leave that and just accept the 1 extra point in time. If I do dexterity, yeah.
Neo's reasoning for not liking that game is because it has too many fetch quests. I was like, oh, you're telling me an RPG has fetch quests? What? Really? Really? I didn't know that. Holy shit. You mean you're gonna tell me that not all RPGs in existence are 90% fetch quest? No fucking way.
It's available. Okay, I see. Dialogue, intimidating. 20% chance creatures will become terrified and flee for 10 seconds after you kill them. Cause the terrifying area effect. Terrified creature movement speed, negative 30% creature. Terrifying creature gives 10% crit.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's a second near rate that I just never got to apparently. I beat the first one and it did this whole thing to where it was this is gonna continue, but I never got a marker on the map anywhere, just anywhere. Whenever I did look up how to continue that quest line. Because I was absolutely fucking loving that raid, even though I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They threw in 1,000 new fucking mechanics in the middle of each boss. So I was like, what? Okay.
Good. I need someone who can smack a little sense
the
into
music,
this
as you imagine, was fucking amazing the entire time. Just the last boss fight just waved the world. I was like, okay. I just see people typing into the chat after fighting the boss. He's like, look, man, I can't focus on this boss right now. I'm too busy tearing up. I was like, I'm right there with you, man. I was also tearing up while fighting the boss. It's half distracted by that and the boss. And I actually got the music for that too. It was I didn't get anything from that. I accidentally rolled on the wrong piece of gear. Had to wait a week to get another piece of gear from there. Was trying to roll for these coffers that gives you 2B's outfit, and I did that raid 3 times. Not once did I get either one of those coffers. I was like, you just have to keep doing it.
You could probably talk your way out of a landing ticket.
But my first run, I got the fucking Way of the World soundtrack. Or OST from Final Fantasy, so I can just have playing at all times, no matter where I'm at. Which apparently that actually sells for fucking, I think it was 400 million. Someone was selling that for. I was like, well, that's cool. I got lucky at my first So fuck anybody who paid that much for it. Dumbass. Just play the game.
Huh.
Can you really compete with a Spacer's Choice frozen dinner?
Oh God. Hit randomize. Give me some random dude. Changes it to female. It kept that entire setup, so she just has a mustache and goatee and stuff.
Yeah, boy. That's the way I like it. This video I'm watching, this reminded me of the last match I played earlier of Dead by Daylight, where it was fucking... just went up against a spirit who chased me for 5 gens.
Alright. Oh, okay. Hold on. Where's the... There. What do you got?
We got 9 minutes left before my game's done downloading. Allegedly.
Well, let me do like bright white hair. Oh, there then. It's gonna limit my options like that, you scum. Can I do like straight up joke? No. Just, no Joker life. You have makeup that is just blood coming down your nose. Okay. Like, I guess it's makeup in a way. Hey,
I like how they brought out like Michael's cosmetic. It was like one of his new weapons is a fucking steel pipe.
Alright. Yes. I've seen this already. So. I tested it out earlier too, but I remember seeing on the PS Now loading screens, but I downloaded the PS Now app on my PC, so I was just able to actually use PS Now on there. So I started Prey, and I was like, alright. It says it keeps the save even if I continue it from my PlayStation, which is nice.
Also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
I was thinking about playing that game. Like, I have so many games to play.
You've landed good. Awesome.
Alright, sensitivity. Let me turn it up a notch. Silver trophy for starting a game. Yeah, boy.
Name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not... stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. Frozen for a while. Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
I have been appreciating the weather recently. It's been nice and cool. I have my window open. Just nothing but like 20-degree weather just come through my window. So.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us. We were out on patrol. Then my gun misfired. Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit. So, see those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around it. Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, you can have my saber too. For all Spacers. Yes, nailed it that time. Don't take this the wrong.
How does one? How does one weapon? Okay. Yes, enemy, right. I don't know where the helmet would be, right? Ah. Oh, okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Guess I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Idiot. Ah, got it. Okay. Where'd the guy go?
So I think the next killer's name might be the Alchemist. Every time you complete like a challenge, it just gives you like lore and shit. And one of them is just like lore on somebody named the Alchemist. Looks like a killer title, but
oh, okay. Oh.
Before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but gall on that rung leech. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle... I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Coward, I'll do it myself. I'm gonna hit him with an intimidate.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Oh,
no.
You know what? You're right.
Here we go. I will run into, slash you all to death. Instantly decapitated. Fuck you, nerd. You're weak. Can't handle my blade. Hey. Weakling. Is that what I got?
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Oh. Okay.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. Please be informed that Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an I have been programmed to communicate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding cards in 5. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders,
I love the dumb
then
options
you
so
must
far.
be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
She was, you know, the part where the AI is just like she's bluffing that she's gonna like blast me off into space. My character's like, oh great, this is the second time today. It was like, if I accept the orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Dumb option. Nod and smile.
Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently
This is definitely an
inoperable.
Inosuke
The
thing.
main drive's power regulator has been astutely observed. However, high capacity. I have taken the liberty of this cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your...
Alright. 10 points of favor. I see. If I do so, I can get up to... Oh, okay. What the fuck? Alright. If you get 100 points into block, perfect blocks weaken opponents, increasing the damage they take by 100% for 5 seconds. That's dumb. Alright, well, let's start. I would like to be able to do this, so... Yeah, okay. No, not too necessary. Neither is that. Yes. Oh, okay. Oops. Alright, perk. Plus 50% base.
We'll take a piss, I'll be right back.
Alright. Damage when alone in a party. Walk speed. Sprint speed. They're not slow, you're just fast. Sure. Okay. Print encryption. Huh. Additional fuck happened. Okay. Carry pad, I don't need that. Okay. Okay. Tankiness, more health. Speedy boy. I'm not gonna need this for a while, I doubt it. It's probably better in the long run. Yeah, let's get sprint speed for now. Okay. Let's make weight at 20 out of 140. Fuck now. Stealth skill, tech skills.
I've returned.
Welcome back. Huh, okay. Wait, what's oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Oh yeah, one thing I'm meaning to tell you, the fucking Gearbox is indeed in the process of bringing out an option to skip cutscenes.
Alright. Only took them like 10 years.
Fucking basically.
Would it?
Just sitting here, I was like, oh, okay.
And if this ship is yours,
it's kind of hard to do because the fact that like the cutscenes are just like in-game shit. Like it's not like any cinematic or anything like that. I was like, okay, and this should have been there day one, you fucking pieces of shit.
I'm so Edgewater's not. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
Thought I saw something.
Idiot. You're weak. Alright, so that armor though, right? What's his tech skills? Level 2? Level 1. Oh, absolutely. So it's one-handed melee plus 5. Like intimidate plus 3. Oh, yes. So I'm basically just gonna murder everybody, essentially. It's gonna cut everything down in this world with this saber. I block bullets, is that a thing? Where'd you go? You son of a bitch. Up there. Okay. Like, I guess I'll sell your pistol. What I don't understand is codex, combat, melee. I don't. Oh, okay. So you have to do this, and then, yeah, okay. Understand. Alright. Ooh.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. No, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk. Definitely not the Junior in humor. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He just is. Look, I don't want to get it. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery. You'll find him in town. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Oh no. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna... You could look at... but you'd be wrong. We're surviving. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20... Work's been real good to me.
Alright, good talk. I'm glad I didn't kill you on sight. Thanks for the quest.
Yeah, I was feeling generous.
Justice once. I know what's looking, so I'm just gonna steal. I don't really care. So all this is mine now. So what are they gonna do? Stop me? I'll kill them. Ooh. Is this any of this matter? Cool. Can steal spades. No, I'm good. Bypass shut. Thanks for the grenade launcher, lol. Can I equip that right now? Or do I have to be level 4? Oh, I can just use it. Alright. If I ever feel like sparing them from the pain of slowly being chopped to death and just slashed, I'm just gonna pull out a grenade launcher and, you know, just be ooey. There's a blue.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Okay. Ah, I want a light. Okay.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I'm mildly curious about how it would turn out if I just tried to kill everyone in this town. Just a dead guy. Just... that's right. is that? No issues? Okay.
I don't have time for this.
So, like, can I, like, kill you stealthily instead of 135 health. But did I get any XP for killing him, though? I did. Very low amount. No one noticed. Back here. Okay. Oh, look, a pistol. So I'm just gonna test out. I've already started it, but just kind of murder everyone in this like first town. Just see. I say prior to it.
You just see a fucking just. You see this fucking character just walk up. Words are hard. Mama told me life is like a box of chocolates. And every person is different when they die and just starts punching them to death.
When I got this person, like, I cut off their torso and they just like flew into the wall, into the ether. They were gone. I don't know where they went. I murdered them so hard they've been banished to the Shadow Realm. Like, they cannot stop me.
They'll be back 100 episodes later to be the main villain.
There's just a pile of bodies here. They'll chase me into this alleyway like a bunch of fucking idiots. You realize close quarters is where I shine. Wham! Who survived? Cannery worker? Hey you, look at me. Don't you dodge me! Stop. Stop dodging me.
You dodge.
Okay. Okay, you guys are real tanky. Stop blocking the door. Alright.
I guess just pop into one of Neo's streams and just absolutely just fucking just going in on a song. An absolute banger, like actually banging. Fuck did I come into?
Wait, what?
Wait, did you fucking see? Well, I doubt you saw it, but fucking Neo finally put out another video. It's just simply called Game. That's it.
Okay.
And it's a 15-minute video. I forget what the first game he played in that 15 minutes was, but the rest of it was him playing Daymare. It's a compilation of that. Was made aware that.
Was that the one Ares played?
Yeah, it was one Ares played. Just know, when you get the chance, I definitely want to watch that video with you. It's fucking greatness. I do like how one of the highlights from him playing that game was literally just, this is like,
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
he's going there and he'll be there.
Yeah.
All I've got is gourmet.
Fucking
It was
love
also
that.
just a highlight from Neo as well.
Right ahead.
I was like, at least he knows.
What? You mean Edgewater? It's fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier.
He showed a clip
Wouldn't
from
wanna
some
spend my
fucking
life
movie with
working
Tom Hanks in it.
anywhere
It was
else.
just, game?
Prettiest little town on Terra-Tila.
Game?
Do us both a favor. I don't get paid for banter.
Why? Why is that
Was
movie
there
a
something
thing?
you needed? Music to my ear.
I'd be okay with watching that and his little like movie riff that he had with her, starring Joaquin Phoenix. It's like a 23-minute video of him and his friend watching a movie, and he just like cut it up into like 23 minutes of just a compilation. It was just hilariousness.
Okay. I wonder why this one's like special. Like the same thing.
Tough backpack.
You read the latest report?
I don't know you. Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. You really think so? That's kind of... Guess I misrec... I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were... Town's already struggling to make quota. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? Oh, what happened, you ask? What? I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing Zero-G?
Like how you can have dialogue options that are a mix of stuff. So it's like, I have one that is a fusion of Science 5 and my dumb trait. It's like, that's quick. If I can be a scientist, anybody can.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Well, they did. They gave me a... What's wrong with that? Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear Not so fast. I told you about my... So, what's your story? That right? Prove it.
Does that tell me your story? I can have one that's a lie. I'm an alien spirit of pure aether inhabiting a human body to learn about your kind. I'm saying
it. What kind of shit do you hear from people in the subway in New York?
So, you want to tell me what your story really is? I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. You're right. I don't believe you.
So why is the new
I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid.
You're playing as the skins. Your hands are just constantly in negative at all times. Like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Is this the start of a joke?
Like, watch a Monto play with new skins. His hands are in negative. Are you okay?
Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took... Anyhow, whatever happens outside the wall. My world is these 4 walls, that door... Let me make something clear. When I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning... Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that. There you go with that thinking again. I've said enough. They wanted to face their problem. I've talked enough about my past. Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it? What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's Choice. Could be you're with Anti... Don't see what a Cleo worker's doing. Well, good luck trying to figure... Oh, I almost... You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's... Go ahead. I've talked enough about my past. The hope? No? Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something. You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed? Then pretend you're drunk. Sober folk don't talk the way you are. The hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. You're inviting trouble talking that way. Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this. We'll get you mostly drunk at half... Do you now? You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, go ahead. I've talked enough about my past. I've talked enough. Coming right up. Plague got you feeling woozy?
Good talk, good talk.
TikTok. Also, I didn't know, like, I never did finish the Watchmen comic, but apparently a lot of shit now makes sense now that I understand what happened at the end of that comic.
Mm-hmm.
And for the TV show, like all the squids raining up from the sky and all this other random shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. It turns out Ozymandias is like he never did die in the movie, and like the comic continued like way after the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit just went down like hard as fuck, and like say giant interdimensional squid just came into our dimension and started fucking like wreaking havoc on the earth. Just out of nowhere.
As they do.
And like, I'm not sure how much attention you paid. I didn't pay that much attention. Well, that much attention to detail in the show, but like, internet does not exist in that universe at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, no one really knows how the squid like came into our dimension or why it was led to our dimension. But they felt like it was like technology and the internet, so like majority of technology was banned for a while, and the internet just was like, nah, get that shit out of here. And it's like just now starting to like, in the show at the moment, it's starting to come into like play.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's like a bunch of random shit. There's like a website that like tells the backstory of the universe for the Watchmen from like the eyes of like a random like cop. Tells like the history of that world and what happened and all that stuff.
About a
all the stuff that's currently going on.
Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Oh, I'm like the official like website for that and all that.
That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses.
Like, the fuck?
How much it costs. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice.
This is an odd way of doing that. You could just explained it to us in the show. God damn it.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just one per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Okay.
As long as your questions fall with... His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Mm-hmm. Shot you into space. You know, Lying to a Spacer's Choice constable is a violation of company policy and punishable by a fine. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority. I represent Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which is itself a member of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Also, I specialize in processing fingerprints.
You know how, like,
so unless you're carrying...
Rorschach was, like, publishing, like, a diary, basically. Well, not publishing, like, he had, like, a diary.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, at the end of the movie, like, when he died, like, it's, like, left up in the air whether or not, like, his diary or his journal, like, ever got published, because he, like, it was, like, turned into, like, news sources and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, obviously, just from, like, that alone, like, it very did clearly get published, considering there's followers of Rorschach at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you know, it was, like, the Cavalry, where the fuck they were called.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I forget exactly, like, what they're trying to do. Like, they're not, like, racist, for the most part. Like, most of the members are, but it's, like, not their goal, really.
Mm-hmm.
Their goal is basically, like, something to do with,